Specialists, and we're here at the Charlotte Star Room. And my name is Cheryl Spangler, and this is my co-host
Melissa Tate.
And we are here with mom and daughter, Niall and Queen Assata. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's Mother's Day weekend. Do you all have any plans?
Well, I do have a surprise for my mother.
Can you share it?
In front of everybody.
Oh, it's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
Okay, very good.
Well, good. Can you tell us a little bit about your relationship?
Well, I tell my mom a lot of things, and it's important in our relationship that we understand each other. So if I have a problem and my mother may feel like it shouldn't bother me as much, then we'll talk through it and work things out.
So does mom decide what bothers you then, and or when you need to talk to mom? Is that really more about it?
Sometimes she gives me my space, and sometimes if enough is enough, then we need to
Yeah.
What's the biggest communication issue between you?
You can have that.
Come on now. I know that's down in there somewhere.
No, I would like to hear it from your point of view. What do you think our biggest issue is?
I mean, it's kind of hard because our biggest issue.
Was there something recently maybe that where you guys just didn't see eye to eye?
This morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Somehow I knew there would be something.
No. Let me say this. You spoke for a minute. Let me say this. I have a son that's 28. And he's in Germany.
Okay.
And they're extremely close.
Okay.
And they talk to each other about everything. And I'm so happy he's there for her.
Yeah.
But this morning, we started talking about boys. Now, she's going on 15 tomorrow, Mother's Day. Thank you.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. And she's a very attractive young lady.
Yes.
And as I'm walking in the mall, the boys are like this, all in her face, like they don't even see me. They're just walking in. I'm like,
It's the older boys that are looking at you though
it's the
now.
older. And I tell her all the time that you have to be mindful of what's going on around you and how boys are looking at you.
Sure.
She feels like because she's in high school and she has such an awesome GPA that, she said, well, Mom, it's okay to date. My friends date. I said, B's and B's don't go together. Books and boys
Okay.
don't go together in high school. And high school is not like when we were growing up. They're faced with so many more issues, with so much stress and pressure to be intimate physically and doing God knows what.
Yeah. So
And
you're
so
rather strict
Well, I'm not
about
strict.
that.
Well, I try to be lenient. Like, you're allowed to have friends. You have some mothers who don't even let their daughters have boy as friends.
Okay, so
boys
what
as
does that
friends.
look like? What does a boy as a friend look like versus a boy that she's dating?
I'm telling you.
Okay.
When they have group outings together, the movie theater, it'll only be maybe 3 or 4 guys, but it's like 10 girls.
Okay.
You understand what I'm
So
saying?
you're comfortable with
So I'm comfortable
The
with that,
boys
and
are outnumbered.
and I'm in the proximity.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Because
you
when they
go
go
with
to the
them.
movie, they can all be in the front row, and I'm sitting way up high,
Okay.
but I see what's going on. Or there's another parent
Okay.
in the proximity or
Oh,
what have
very
you.
good.
And so
Yeah.
whatever she's invited to, birthday parties, like, I don't withhold her social skills to be able to interact with other people. However, in the opposite sex, excuse me. However, she has a good friend who asked her if she was allowed to date, and she said, no, I'm not allowed to date, but you can be my friend.
Okay.
And, because there's so much to do in life, and I expressed to her that these guys are teenagers and they're getting certain itches that they want to scratch, and you have to be very careful with the company that you keep, and she's too young right now.
Is she allowed to have an individual interaction with a friend?
She has an individual interaction over the phone. They go to school together, but he was going through some personal problems of himself, and,
Okay.
with his family, and she was a really, really good friend to him, and he would call and vent to her and talk
nice.
about the things that he was going through at home, and that's what you need, friendship.
Those are important relationships, and as you go through life, we all need those opposite gender friendships, and it's a great thing that she's starting to, get into those early. So, Queen, tell us, what is your feeling about that? Are you?
Well, I feel like it all depends on your maturity, and I feel like you attract the people who are like-minded like you.
Yes.
So I feel like if you are in the right mind and you actually it all depends on the type of person that you're trying to talk to. Because if you look at someone who's always sagging their pants and they don't care about their grades and their mind isn't in the right mindset, then of course you're gonna get for what you ask for. But if you look for a person who is actually like their head is straight, their head in the game, and they're not looking for a scratch, then
Scratch.
then
Scratch an itch.
then you have to find, like, you don't have to, but
Yes.
it's good to know where their mindset is.
How do you as a teenager balance that when you, certain boys kind of put that energy out there? Like you said, they're looking for like-minded individuals, so they put that sexual energy out there. Let's call it what it is, itching, scratching, it's sexual energy, hormones. So how do you as a teenager navigate that? As a young girl, 15-year-old girl?
It's sort of like we're on a highway and there's a ramp for them, and I let them go on that ramp.
That's right. She is so smart.
Girl.
That was the right answer.
Good job.
Because I plan to stay abstinent until I'm married. So if there's other guys who plan to stay abstinent, then yeah.
You hear that, guys?
Yeah.
This one is going to stay as she is. Niall, I'm curious if you were raised that way. Are you raising Queen the way that you were raised?
Whew, I have 8 brothers and 5 sisters.
Oh boy.
And the brothers alone was enough to keep
Yeah.
the
Everybody
young
in
men
bed.
away.
Yeah.
That in
Where are you
itself-
in the birth order? I'm just curious.
Well, my mother has 5 children.
Okay.
My dad, other relationships, but
Okay.
we still grew up close.
Mhm.
And I'm my mother's firstborn. So
Okay.
my mother
Okay.
had 4 girls and 1 boy. I'm the oldest.
Okay.
So there was a lot of responsibility on me at a very early age because my mom became a single parent when my parents went their separate ways. So it wasn't about having boyfriends and things of that nature. I had to be,
Responsible.
responsible
Yeah.
for my younger siblings and chores and helping cook. And when mommy came home from work, things had to be done. So and I'm happy that I'm so grateful she did that because it made me a phenomenal mother.
There
I was
you
about to
go.
say, you
You
were
gotta
already
give her
prepared room to
Yeah,
parent.
you gotta
Yes.
give her credit.
Yes, and she's a freedom fighter. So she was in the movement and she's done a lot of great
Wow.
things, and I was able to grow up with her because she had me young.
Right.
So I got to experience all those things, mentally, spiritually, and holistically. My mother was phenomenal to me. You
One thing
understand?
I found when I was, dating as a single mom is that, you're looking for a partner, but then you're also looking for somebody to integrate into your lifestyle.
Right.
And you have children that are impressionable. I have a 15-year-old at home. I have an 8-year-old at home, both 2 girls. And so they're watching me and what examples I bring into the house.
Oh, yeah.
So I definitely get it. And I was interested in what you were saying about how certain boys just need to take the right.
I love that. That was the off-ramp.
Yeah, certain boys need to take the right. I've had that conversation with my daughter, and one of the things she said, she's very candid. We had a very candid conversation one day, and she said, all the popular girls are sluts, and all the boys navigate
Oh, boy.
towards the popular girls. She was like, so I'm not gonna be so popular, and she's okay with
I
that.
like that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It
You
makes
were
our
able to
job
relate.
a lot
Absolutely.
easier.
Absolutely.
And you have a certain inner peace when as a single mom that you're representing the utmost respect and character and integrity to your females, to your
To your
daughters.
females, yes.
Yeah.
Because it's important to represent that to your son, but it's so important to represent
Yes.
that because you want your daughters to remain virtuous. You want her to have principles and morals,
Absolutely.
and expectations.
You're the strong role model for her. Yeah.
Exactly.
What would you say, Queen Assata? What would you say is the biggest thing that you've learned from your mom, seeing her date?
Don't accept what you don't want to. Never settle for anything.
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
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 Good for you.
Make people deserve you is what I tell people, because if we don't do that, nobody is going to raise that bar for us. We have to do it for ourselves. So it's very, very smart. I have a friend who raised her children as a single mom, and she used to tell, and her children were young teenagers when she got divorced and started dating, and she used to tell her children, Mom's looking for a new coat, but it's a coat that has to fit all of us. And I love that. Because doesn't that
Wow,
really resonate
that's awesome.
with?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're not just as a single person. When I was without children, I was looking for the best partner for me, but you're looking for the best partner for you and your
For
family.
your family.
It's a lot of work that goes into dating, especially when you're a single mom. Not just, to see if the chemistry is good between you and the guy, but you have to, I do background checks.
will count.
I need to make sure, I need to actually make sure you've never molested anyone
They're
or
safe.
there's no physical abuse there.
So what kind of background check exactly do you do?
Criminal background checks. I know people who are in the family that will pull their information up to see if they've been arrested for battery on a woman. I don't care about your credit. I mean, it would be nice, but monetary things, that's great. You can obtain those things, and you can obtain those things together. My concern is that you're not
If
drug
you're
related. If I'm safe, if my daughter and I are safe with you, that's about it.
Do they know that you're performing background
No.
checks on them? Okay.
Not at all. Not at all.
You can Google anybody today, and
Get a whole bunch of
almost
information.
everything, lots of mugshots and things will come up.
Yeah.
And if you have a way to get even deeper and check it nationwide, because as we all know,
That's right.
Charlotte's very transient. People are coming in and out.
So I have a question. Do you feel you're a strong woman? You've got a strong personality. You have a direction. How do you think men receive that?
And a lot of brothers are intimidated.
You said brother, so is that to mean that you only date inside your race? You're
Yes.
only dating other African
And
women?
I've had all races
Okay.
try to date me. I've
Okay.
had Italians. I never thought East Indians dated African American women. But
Okay.
I've had them come over and speak to me. I'm sorry, something is in my eye. But I'm only attracted to African American men. I mean, it is what it is.
Mhm.
You like what you like. People have tried to introduce me to other cultures, and it's a cultural thing for me.
So what advice do you have about, kids your age and as they're embarking on, dating and so forth? What's a couple of things that you can advise them?
Well, I think when it comes to dating and you're a teen, of course you can't do everything that adults do. But don't let your I guess your lover or your significant other, I don't know,
That may be
Um,
your
your boyfriend or girlfriend,
Yeah.
don't let them pressure you to do things that you don't want them to do. Like, don't let them pressure you.
That's good
Always-
for any age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What
also, go for the people who are unexpected and in the corner who don't really get that much attention, because those are the people who are the most interesting.
Very good advice.
Yeah, look at Bill Gates. He's not the most attractive guy in the world, but look at him now.